They'll throw to get this one started. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Trying to retreat, but is covered up.
On the jump.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. It's second down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, here we go. Cowboy, Dragon 60. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And it's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Panther first down. Here's a first carry for the forward Georgia Bulldog, Trevor Etienne. He'll work forward for a couple. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles, 19 Chargers.
Now Etienne will work forward to the 40-yard line. Cedric Gray there to bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. Back deep for Tennessee, Jim DK. Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, here's Milton. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Get out of the gun is Milton. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. 3rd down coming up.
Ready, 19, Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing again is Milton. Forced out wide. Throwing on the run. It's behind his man, and it's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And now it's 4th down. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. That is not going to do it. Tried to fight off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
Ready?
They'll run. It's ETN. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
70s.
First and 10 at the 42.
He'll look to throw here on first down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Tedero McMillan was intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
A carry here for ETN. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up his 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready up. 79 Broncos. Get it. Ready up.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 15 yards through the air. It's a Carolina first down.
4-yard line.
Ready.
Here's ETN. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Sterling James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
18. 19 right.
Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter
Ready.
as they go to work on 1st and goal.
Ready. Go.
That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Come on. Ready.
ETN. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Open is knocks over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
A give from McCaffrey running right. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Milton. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he will go all the way. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Tennessee. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. The PAT up and good. And the Titans move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 10. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
79 Broncos.
At the 43-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll go play action here with Milton. A throw on the move is caught. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Let's go now.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Titans
On 1st down, here's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Milton. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. To the air on 3rd down is Milton. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
70, 70.
Milton going to look to throw it again. That's complete to DK. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's McCaffrey. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back to the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Titans go out to a 10-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the goats,
In trouble, and down he goes. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on. 79 Gross. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's Milton. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. His kick is good. So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. It's Trevor Etienne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
33. And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Good throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
60.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Carolina first down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 broadcast. 60. 19.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Panther 11. Panther 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the...
Oh, the ball's out. The Titans have got it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So on first and 10, here's Milton. Open man is Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Get out of the gun is Milton. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. So they're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
70 range.
The
70.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's swung out to ETN. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Here's second and 9.
Dragon. 70 Timberwolf.
Throwing now from the gun. That's complete to ETN. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his second touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. Panthers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cougar 19. Cougar 19.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
The Titans sending out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 25. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Fourth quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. Inside the 25. And he will score. Trevor Etienne. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Milton from the gun here on third down. Moving to his right. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
50 Eagles, 50 Eagles. Ready.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Nice. 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 6, 18.
Try and throw with Milton. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the first down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Milton. The Panthers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Panther first down.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 bucks. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Exiting the pocket right. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's a Carolina first down.
Okay, ready? Hey, check that. Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Let go.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
34 yards.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34. No, touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal.
60 Bison.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Check. Let's go.
They'll go with him again. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock stops with 1 minute and 6 to go in this one. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down.
Wow, so they decide to challenge them on the ground on 3rd and goal, Mike, and this defense answered. I think the takeaway is pretty clear. Next time you found yourself down in this situation, you got to throw the ball.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
For the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop it. And that should just about do it. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say so long from Uptown Charlotte.
Typical body of a dominance, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical and visual. I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave. I'm trying to get me paid. I'm trying to move and shake. I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great. I'm getting used to